In this video, state champion coach Dave Lepisto, guest speaker inside the system basketball community, breaks down cutting concepts for a conceptual zone offense. This is a portion of his full clinic on conceptual offense versus zone, where he teaches how to shift defenders, create movement, and attack without relying on set plays. Let's dive in.
Here's our spacing template. And again, this is us on offense. Any of these spots can be filled in transition, in man, or versus zone. It does not matter. We're going to get those corners filled. We're going to have a 45 filled the wing. And then the other two are going to play in space. And then we just constantly fight our kids to get them to sprint corners. This year they did really well. And again, regardless if it's a 2-3, 3-2, 1-3-1, or man, this all stays the same. Again, my goal is to make it simple for the kids so they can just concentrate on playing within our concepts and within that space. They don't have to come down and think, okay, what am I in? It's a 1-3-1, any of that. It's just that we're in offense, and we might attack different defenses differently with different concepts, but that emerges for the kids as they practice against it and as they play against it. These are the different types of cuts that we teach, but conceptually, what we want the kids to know, we want north-south cutting. North means it's going towards the basket. South means it's going to the top or away from the basket. And ideally, we want that in tandem. It could be from the corner. It could be from anywhere. And in the video clips, you're going to see kids are just cutting and they read off each other because we do it so much. But having that one going north, one going south, disorganizes zones. And when I say disorganize, it might literally just be a middle kid taking 2 steps with a cutter. And if they take 2 steps with a cutter now towards the basket, now somebody coming to the high post cutting south, they have an opportunity to get the ball there. And when we get the ball in high prime, it is hard to guard, no matter what zone you're in. If you get it into that high prime area, good things are going to happen. You're probably going to get a big advantage shot. So that's our cutting concept. A basket cut is simply a basket cut. It is literally, you're probably not going to score off a basket cut, but you are there to disorganize for a teammate. 45 dive, we talk about it in a man, zone, you name it. It's just a hard dive cut from the wing. Empty cut. An empty cut is any cut from the baseline towards the top of the key. We empty against man a ton. We empty against zones a ton. Against man, it's a great opportunity for get action. And we killed people in get action this year. It's a great opportunity for possible high lows. And we killed people in high low this year. And it's not a call. It's just a concept that they know what makes sense if I empty cut. And a lot of times we'll go on a get. A lot of times we'll just 45 dive it. And that empty cut is a huge part of our offense. Blind cuts is more of a description than an actual direction. Blind just means, hey, if there's a person who's got their back to you, that's a great time to look to cut. Cut and empty, because you're going to have a little head start. We always tell them, hey, if they're blind, you got the head start. And that gets us, we're able to get the ball in particular spots. An exit cut for us is a cut to the corner. So exits, that's how we get corner pins. A cross cut, literally we just cross the floor. You go from one side of the floor to the other. It could be wing to wing, wing to corner. It doesn't matter to me. As long as they're cross cutting, they're creating disorganization in space. A fill cut is as simple as a fill. We fill from one position or one spot to the next. And the little difference between our zone and offense, or our zone and man attack. Against man, I'll use the statement fill before you, or chill before you fill. Zones, you're filling a little bit quicker. basket cuts or any cut through the lane in zones, you can be slow, you can linger. When we're playing against man, we want it quick in, quick out. So those are just those little conceptual things that the kids start to understand depending on how teams are guarding us. And then our last cut that we talk about a lot is a burn cut. Our burn cut is if they turn their back, you burn. So the concept, that language we use is turn and burn. If they turn, you burn. And we get that a lot when the ball is high post. If the bottom defenders come up too high, they have their backs to the defense or to the corner kids. Bang, we just burn cut it right across the baseline. So those are the cuts. And again, I put a name to all this so we can practice it. None of these things are called, but if we're in a timeout and we need to call something, it's like, hey, Reagan, go on an empty cut. Let's go to prime. And Haley, you 45 dive it. So that language is there so the kids understand. It's not, it's specific and it's understood so the kids can play freely. And it's easier to practice, by the way. So then when we're in, play, we're practicing and said, hey, we gotta score in this possession with exit cut corner pin, and then just play out of it. So it gives a little constraint to them having that language. Mirroring the zone and playing behind the zone. So here's a blind empty cut. So this girl is coming from baseline towards high post. We have north-south cutting. So after she passes, she could choose to cut. Again, there's no set rule. It's just constantly looking to cut to disorganize. And now we look, we have a north, we throw it to the hand, we're in the high prime area, and there's our south, and we're looking. And it creates a 2-on-1 situation that we can sometimes get. Okay, here's another one. Okay, we empty cut. Here's our high triangle. We throw it to the high prime. We look for the dive. Now that kid, again, bottom defender, we happen to have an overload here, really can't be right. Because now on the dive, somebody has to take it. This girl over here on the backside wing, she's guarding air. There's nobody. This girl's ends up having to have 3 kids. So it just creates a situation. We make a good step, good finish.
Hey, Coach. What you just watched is only a portion of what Coach Dave Lepisto brings to the table. In his full clinic on conceptual offense versus zone, he dives even deeper into how to teach your players to read the defense, move with purpose, and flow into actions that punish zone coverages. You can unlock the full clinic inside the System Basketball community. Just head to the link in the description below to join today. See you on the inside, Coach.